Hey peeps, Carl here from One Big Heart. I hope you had a really awesome weekend. Mine was amazing. One of the things that I did was go to an inversions workshop. Okay, so that means that today you guys are going to get the opportunity to go upside down. Okay, I'm coming to you from inside because I want you to use a wall to practice this stuff. Okay. You know, inversions, they can be a little scary, they can be a little daunting. If you have another person to help you, to spot you, that's great, but use the wall, use the wall. It will be your friend, it's gonna help you feel supported and not fall over and break your neck. Okay, we don't want that. Now, there's a few little warm-up things that we're gonna do first, just to get your body moving, get some blood flowing, and get some activation in certain muscular regions within you, okay? One of those is your core, and the other is your shoulder girdle, okay? So come for me into a downward facing dog, hands really wide. Start to just pedal out your heels, you know, get moving, get feeling things in your body, especially if you haven't done anything yet today, okay? You want to be a little open through your hamstrings. You want to be a little open through your calves, and all the while that you're here, you're starting to surge your shoulders with some blood. Bring a little bit of movement here into your spine. Start getting your vertebra moving freely. And then I want you to ripple forwards into a high plank pose. Okay, you all should know this one. Your knees, if you can keep them away from the ground, they're away from the ground. The back of my knees are broadening up towards the ceiling, so my legs are really super strong. And I'm pulling my kneecaps up my thighs. Now the other thing that's happening is my shoulders, they're directly over the top of my wrists. In fact, I could even be a little further forwards than that. My arms are super straight, and see the crease of my elbow, it's pointing at you, okay? I want you to turn your elbows forwards. Cool. Keep squeezing in through your belly button as well. Scoop your tailbone forward so your core starts to get activation here as well. Now, we're going to get active, okay? We're gonna do some chaturanga push-ups. So you might want to take them from your knees. You can come down to your knees. Keep your elbows turning forwards just to start to build strength in your upper body. You're going to go low chaturanga to high chaturanga, okay? A few of these with your breath. Exhale on the way down. Inhale to come up. If you feel like you can go with straight legs, great. Low chaturanga. High chaturanga, to low, to high, to downward facing dog, and we're going to move high plank, low plank, high plank, down dog. Again, high plank, low plank. You can use your knees there if you need to. High plank, down dog. I want you to cycle through that about 5, maybe 10 times. You should start to sweat. Now the other thing that I want to show you some particular muscle activation within my body, okay? So for that, shirts are off. Hope you don't mind. Now, what we're looking at here is a particular muscle called your serratus anterior. It's the muscle that's responsible for opening your shoulder blades across your back. Now, this action is gonna maybe feel a little bit like cat-cow, but it's not a cat-cow, okay? This is cat-cow, all right? We're not doing that one. We're doing serratus push-ups. So at the moment, you'll see that my belly's drawing in, my back's pretty flat. Now, I'll show you what a serratus anterior looks like. If you melt down into your shoulders, you're turning your serratus anterior off. If you push in here, see this muscle here? That's part of my lat, and my serratus anterior turns on to protract my scapula, my shoulder blades across my back, okay? So off, that's it when it's off. Keep drawing in through your belly. I know I forget sometimes. That's it when it's on, okay? A few of these serratus push-ups, because when you're in an inversion, you want this, okay? You want power down into the ground and your shoulder girdle on with shoulder blades open and flattening down onto the back of your rib cage. Do it with your breath. Have your fingers spread really wide. Cool. Okay, now for your wrists. You're gonna just start to roll them out. They may be starting, you might be starting to feel that already, okay, from all the chaturangas and those serratus push-ups. So just roll your wrists out and back the other way. Cool, and then you can come over to hands and knees once again, and you're going to turn your wrists in and gently, this is going to feel awkward, okay? This is your body's natural reaction when your wrist goes to this place is that it thinks you're going to snap a wrist. So just be gentle, be gentle. Fingertips are pointing in. I hope you can see that from there. And then you're going to go heel of your hand forwards onto your palm. Fingertips are pointing backwards. Keep a bend here in your elbows if you can. Cool. And again, in. You can turn your hands around. You can walk them around all the funny ways. Okay, and back again. Just get your wrist moving. Get them warm. Lastly, I want you to hold a high boat. Get side on for you. High boat. 1 minute. Okay? Low boat. Shoulders are away from the ground. 1 minute. Okay? And then you're going to do 10 rounds of high to low to high to low, just to get your core fired up. Cool? Good job. 2 inversions I'm going to show you today. Headstand and handstand, okay? The headstand that we're going to work with is traditional. Traditional is this one, where you clasp your fingers and you use your forearm for stability. Now, getting the width right. Out wide is no good. You lose your backwards and forward stability. In close is no good because you're going to be on your head. You don't want to clamp your head. Typically what they'll say is that it's around about this wide, the width of your own arm, okay, that you would make your triangle. See that? Cool. Now I'm going to use the wall. Top of your head to the ground, and you're going to sort of come into what feels like a downward facing dog. Now my head is actually about 10 centimeters away from the wall. Now when you start off, your feet will be all the way back. You want to walk your feet in so that your hips are stacking directly, no option, over your shoulders, okay? Then I'm pushing my elbows into the ground. I'm going to take 1 foot at a time and just come into a tuck to start with, okay? Now if I go too far, the wall's right there. It's got me. I'm on the wall now. And if I come back out, I'm using my elbows to go into the ground, okay? If the tuck's a little bit hard for you to get into, right, then you can try 1 foot to the sky and then come into a stag. Now the wall's right there, okay? I'm pulling in through my belly. I'm pushing down into my elbows. Look, I can lift myself up from the ground if I need to. That's how much downward pressure I have through my elbows. Once my feet are on the wall, I'm going to point one out until the other one wants to come away by itself. And try and stay really straight. And to come down, you're just going to go one knee, then the other. to your toes, to your shins. Cool. Now there's and then the last one we're going to look at this morning, handstand. Okay, heaps of fun. Again, use the wall so you're not scared of tipping over forwards. That's the biggest fear that most of us have when it comes to headstands and handstands. Okay, the body naturally has a reaction. It's one of the only two reactions of fear that are naturally born in us. One is falling, and the other naturally born fear within us is a response to a loud noise, like a bang, like a thunder. Okay, all other fears within us are developed as we grow older through life experiences. Okay, have a think about that. We're going to use our hands really wide on the ground, okay? And fingers, you can see that. My fingers, they're actually going to squeeze into the floor. When you push down into your hand, you can watch, you'll see your fingertips go white. That's an indication that you're using the appropriate amount of pressure, like you're checking for the ripeness of an avocado, okay, with the ground. Yeah? Another analogy I like to use is that you're holding onto a basketball, okay? So that's my hands. My arms are strong and straight. Now I'm going to go again facing the wall. Same thing, downward facing dog is where we'll start. This time my hands are about a foot away from the wall, okay? Downward facing dog is where I'm at. Start to walk forwards. You see my bum starts to go really high and my hips are really starting to come over my shoulders. So if I do a little hop here, I don't fall back down to the earth too fast. Now with my feet in like a really short downward facing dog, I can go to three-legged dog and right up onto the toes of my right foot. And from there, a little hopping action will start to let you float away from the ground. Now, the lift comes from driving the elevated foot, not from kicking down here, okay? The top leg super strong, and it's going to drive, see that? The top leg makes me move. And then kick up, and your feet will touch the wall. Now, what you'll see here is my chest straight away has come through my arms. You can keep looking down at your thumbs, and I'm going to do the same thing. Top foot is leading out until my other foot naturally wants to come away. Squeeze in through your belly. Oh, we're gone. And then the last thing you want to do is that serratus action. Push down into the ground, okay? Keep breathing. And you're going to feel a lot of work happening across your hand from finger to heel, finger to heel, finger to heel. It's a constant into the ground to get your balance happening. Wall is always there to support you, okay? Make sure you're warm first, guys. Really do make sure you're warm. You're going to nail things easier when you're at that point of thinking that you're actually buggered. See, I'm sweating a lot now. Stay safe. Do this with a wall. Maybe you could even grab a friend and get a friend to help you. Give me some feedback. No one sent a request yet. I want a request. I want to do something specifically for one of you out there in YouTube land. So please email me a request. Don't forget we're in reduced class schedule at the moment. 2 classes a day. 6 a.m. Vinyasa every day. Yin at night. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Vinyasa at night. Tuesday and Thursday. Those are 7:30 p.m. classes. I have a new look timetable coming to you for next year. I am teaching a Christmas morning class. I would love for you to spend some time with me. If you don't have any family at home to spend time with on Christmas morning, come down. Feel free to bring some food if you want. Or perhaps we'll all go out afterwards for breakfast if anything's open. Probably bring some food. Now, practice challenge. I think I know the person who's in the lead at the moment. I haven't done the numbers, but there's one person I've seen a lot. I'm talking most days 2 classes. It's a girl. You may know who you are. Very proud of you so far. But, guys, you can beat her. I'm sure you can beat her. Thank you so much for spending time with me this morning. Remember, stay safe. Use the wall. Get your body warm first. Send me requests. Have a beautiful day, people. So good to talk to you. Namaste.